do that. Yeah.
In the Evans' case, they're probably a good, perfect balance. Mobile Meals serves people of all ages. Most of our clientele tend to be elderly. They're homebound because of illness, unable to shop, unable to cook for themselves.
We've worked something over 20 years. Bases all over town, starting with Akron General and several others since then, until we finally came up here to Cargo Falls.
We really thoroughly enjoy it, and like I say, the fact that we're still able to do it, it's so nice. Well, I think it's the contact that you have with them each day, or each time you're there. They look forward to seeing us, I hope, and we look forward to seeing them. If they're feeling better, you're glad of that, and if they're feeling worse, you try to tell them things will get better. You know, it's kind of a personal thing. You really enjoy it.
You can set up just a contact point with them. Every time they come in, that contact point raises up again. There'll be some joke that goes with it, or something you do about delivering a meal, and they'll light up just right there, and you know you've got them again.
Well, the Evans have been with us a long time, as you have found out in talking with them. Obviously, commitment is a tremendous characteristic on their part. They are devoted to not only the cause in general, but I'm sure they would say, or you could see today, that they are devoted to the clients that they serve.
They're very wonderful people. What's she gonna say? I'm bigger than she is.
No, I think it's great, really, you know.
You develop a relationship with them, and they're, you worry about them if they're not there.
We decided we wanted to do something to give it back, give some of it back. We'd always been blessed with good health. We had a marvelous family, and we wanted to continue to give something back for that.
You feeling pretty good today?
Yes.
You're looking good.
Well, thanks.
I can tell when you're all perked up like that. You're really good.
The Evanses have the compassion and the feeling for the people that they deliver their meals to.
Well, the meals this morning. How are you? Feeling good today?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm getting a bit tired now.
Yeah.
I've been messing around.
And you can talk with them and listen to them and tell them what a good job they're doing, how well they look that day. Make their day just a little bit brighter than it might have been.
If we were to lose a team of volunteers like the Evanses, it's always a loss for us. Not only from an organizational perspective, but also from the client's perspective. To break apart that friendship, as brief as that visit is every week, would be a crushing blow to both sides.
We're not snowbirds.
Oh, till we get to the old folks can't get around too well, and then probably we'll hang it up.
We had the opportunity to nominate Mark Capers because of the example that he set. Here's a situation where a man chose to volunteer his time instead of really focusing on, the losses or the challenges in life. His character was just absolutely defining and inspiring to all of us.
InfoLine is Summit County's 211 Community Information and Referral Program. He really decided to volunteer for InfoLine and give back to the community. We really feel like he's a great example of neighbors helping neighbors.
It's just a domino effect, and that's what's so important with helping your fellow man, is that when you do that, you're helping yourself.
I mean, right off the bat, right when he came into the agency, he has a persona about him that really is quite uplifting. And once we got to know Mark a little bit more, we were actually quite taken back by his story.
I had lost my job, I was going through a divorce, I had all this going on, And I made up my mind, well, listen, I'm not going to be selfish and sit around.
Mark is a gentleman who has been given a bad deal, and despite what really is kind of a sign of the times, being laid off, trying to find full-time employment, and sadly a recent divorce.
He felt that he might have turned inward and become more depressed at his situation with the holidays coming up.
It's just not worry about yourself. Even when things aren't going great or even good in your life, realize that you still need to help others.
And he came in faithfully every day for about 2 hours a day.
We really were thinking, okay, where can we get this going and who will be the individual to make the spark for us? And when Mark came on board, he was exactly that. I mean, he came on with such ambition and character that it blew us all away.
I think the nicest thing about Mark when I first met him was he was unemployed and he felt that he just wanted to give back to the community. So he felt that the best thing to do was to get up and go somewhere positive and lend a helping hand, which he did.
One of the many calls that I received, was a young mom who had lost her job. I think she had 4 young children actually. And I took the call and, she became very emotional. I was able to speak with her and let her know that it's going to be fine, you're going to be fine, God is with you. And I really encouraged her. And in doing so, she, of course, encouraged me.
One of the most wonderful things about Mark is his personality. He has such a wonderful presence. He is perfectly comfortable interacting with people of all different ages and backgrounds.
Mark's volunteerism became an incredible inspiration for us. We wanted to implement a new volunteer program here, and he was the first one to come on board. I mean, the first example, and it really became an inspiration for us. Something that's really ignited our entire agency.
Mark was never negative. He was always very upbeat, positive, looking for work. He would always tell me, if I have a job interview, I won't be in today. And, he would always call and let us know whether or not he was coming, which was really nice. So he had a grasp on what he was trying to do and to kind of keep himself positive and try to help somebody else out too.
It was wonderful to me as someone organizing it to have our first volunteer be someone that our staff looked up to and that really set a standard and a tone for the benefits of volunteering to our agency.
Because of his character, he's just absolutely a defining human being, and I think for many of us, and I know for me personally, a hero.
I wanted to give back to my community, and to my surprise, it was just a tremendous blessing to me.